Is the Quran the only book you need? I don't know. When I started learning about Islam, I was like, okay, this book makes sense. But then I learned that there's hadiths, which are like sayings of Prophet Muhammad that are part of the religion, at least the mainstream religion. Then I got really confused, and I've been confused ever since then. So this makes sense to me. This book is so misunderstood, though. That's the disappointing part, is like, I feel like I'm scared to even hold this up on camera because I know that everyone I know in real life thinks that this book is like bad. Turns out it's not, though. Turns out if you read this book and put it down, you'll believe in God.
Please help me ask No Logic, Sam Shamoun, and other Christian apologists. Which Quran are you guys reading from? Yeah, which Quran are you guys reading from that you end up describing the Quran as an evil book? Meanwhile, the likes of Grayson Brock and other thousands of Christians and non-Muslims who read the Quran and finally accepted Islam has a complete different story. I know that these people, the Sam Shamoun and the godlogic and the like, none of them has ever read the Quran from Fatiha to Nas. None. This is what they do. They always go into the Quran hunting for words. I mean words that may somehow, according to them, sound negative. And they will be like, they will just jump into the Quran and they will be like, oh, I found it. Allah just said kill here. Oh, I found another one. Allah just said fight. Allah just said he prays for Muhammad. Oh, worst of all, I found the most horrible thing about Islam. I think this is so horrible. And they will go like, you really need to involve the human right. Human right, you really need to know what happened in the Middle East and in Saudi Arabia, to be precise. An old man married a minor. Okay. When did that happen? 1,400 years ago. I think you need to arrest that old man. We got a hadith from the girl narrating exactly what happened. What about the girl? Did she regret ever marrying this man at all? Why all these questions? The most important thing is the marriage took place. So you just need to arrest this guy. But to tell you the truth, the person who narrated the hadith is our mother Aisha. She is the one who got married, and she has never regretted getting married to the Prophet at all. In fact, he died on her bed. He was buried in her room, and she did not quit the room thereafter. She offered to stay in the room, even though her husband was buried there. Not only that, very soon her father died and was buried beside her husband. She continued to live in that room willingly, and she only left her room when Omar, the third mutual friend, joined his two friends to be buried in that same place. So if we were to ask them, like, why is it that people who are not Muslims read the Quran and get convinced by the same Quran to accept Islam? Meanwhile, when we look at their own site, what happens is they have a group of people they have formed online calling themselves ex-Muslims. If you ask them, what motivated you to accept Christianity? They will tell you that they saw someone in their dream looking like this. And I will always tell them, stay away from the film Jesus Christ of Nazareth and other films. Else, Shaitan will use these actors against you in your dream. So, while people are reading the Quran and seeing the light of Allah, the guidance of Allah, and accepting Islam, others are sleeping and looking for dreams in order to accept another religion. None of them will ever convince you that I read the Bible and I saw the truth and the guidance in the Bible, and it made me to accept Christianity. They will never say that. So, Christian apologists, can you really tell us why is it that thousands of Christians are reading the Quran and accepting Islam, but you read your own Quran and instead you spread hate about the same religion? Why? Please do not go away without subscribing. Turn on the notification button and share the video. May Allah bless you as you do so. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.